In this presentation of we will review the lot start process in HB1. This process generates the purchase orders, the construction schedule, and creates a lot budget for the project. Before starting, the lot start coordinator reviews these pre-construction activities. So let's take a look at that first. Actually, the way I've got it configured is it wouldn't show me the lots available for start until these activities had been completed. So as we can see here, the key activity in this particular case is the permits, and they've been received actually ahead of schedule sometime in May. So we're ready to take a further look, and the lot start coordinator we'll click on this simulate and review the entire takeoffs, the contract items, the vendors which have been selected using the rules that we've established. And the one I want to take you to is this framing section here, and we can see really this is all our lumber items. And I noticed that there was an icon here, a warning icon, indicating that there are multiple vendors which has been established as our lumber to provide lumber. So we can see here that the next structures has been selected. We could individually amend this and use the 84 lumber supplies. But what I'm going to do is, rather than trying to find whether they're attached to anything else, I want to use 84 lumber. So I'm going to do this by using this replace vendor. So as we can see here, the 300 trade type is all of our lumber cost codes or categories. We'll take out the category because there may be other categories of lumber that we also want to change. So we can go and select the vendor. You'll notice here that I'm just typing the vendor's name rather than the ID. I don't remember all the IDs, of course, but I can remember the vendor name. So for simplicity, I started typing that, and we'll just click OK. So once this updates, the vendor, I've run basically another validate the vendors. The vendor check should go away after this. As we can see, it did. Other things that we may want to check or change, we may need to change quantities, for example. So we can come in here and make an amendment to quantities. So that could be used for, obviously, for concrete. We may want to change prices. Maybe we've been given a new price which we haven't yet updated in the system, and we can do it that way. Anything that we do change, you'll see that we keep a track of that, and we indicate it by this icon next to the item which has been changed. If we don't want the change, we want to remove it, we don't have to remember, of course, what the previous purchase price was. We can simply click the remove the override, and that will take us back to the original status. There are other ways to view this. We can view it in simple mode. For example, this could be useful if we're just trying to check that we've got a price against everything. If I just click 0, I think I have a price for everything here. Yeah, we can see that there's no prices at 0. And once we're happy with all this, we can click OK. But another way to view it would be via this simulation report. And we have a few different options here depending on what we want to check and how we want to check it. I'm going to just do it by project category once again. And we'll click OK here. This will build the SSRS report, which we can just zoom into a little. So we can see our totals on the far right hand side. Of course, we can export these, so we can export them to PDF, Excel, etc. For easier use. And you'll see here that it's by category. We have a total by category. So obviously the estimating and the lot start coordinator, and we'll be able to review this and very quickly to determine whether they've got the correct values. And on the far bottom, of course, there will be a total for this lot start. Once we're satisfied that everything is as we expect. We can go off and submit the workflow, and this may require further approval by maybe a manager, or it can go straight through and generate these purchase orders, the schedule, and the lot budget.